In our past several videos, we've talked about identifying those companies that are going to be the major players in the AI and the semiconductor data center change that we're going in through. And we recognize that there are about 47 companies that we need to keep track of. And they are separating themselves from the pack. This has happened before. It happens, I think the best example of it, it happens in sports. We see a wide receiver go down the field and he separates himself from the defensive back and the long ball comes and points are scored. We see Caitlin Clark and Seth Curry step back and throw the ball and hit 3 points and scores are made. That same thing has happened in the data revolution. We saw Google separate itself from Bing and some of the other search engines and become the dominant force. We saw Amazon.com gobble up the e-commerce by separating themselves with extraordinary service and the customer's right always attitude. We've seen Microsoft do the same thing in data performance in businesses and Apple in the phones. It's called separation. And that same separation is going to happen in the AI field. And it's going to be happen as far as hardware. We know it's going to be Nvidia, because Nvidia has separated themselves from everybody else because they dominated the GPU universe through the gaming industry and then have made application of that with the advent of ChatGPT in November of 2023. And so they have the leg up. Now, they are going to possibly be challenged by advanced micro devices, and probably there's a new IPO called GraphCore that could enter in and could give some challenge. This is the defensive back or the defensive basketball player moving in and trying to capture the ground that Nvidia has established. Then you have Google. Google has massive amounts of search that they have put together and created the database and built a moat around themselves. And cloud Google AI, they have created a moat and separation so that they will be a major player and separator and a investment that you and I have to hold. We then look at Microsoft with its enterprise separation, because through Azure services and Office 360, they have captured the business market. It is a part of everyday business to access Azure services, and thus then they also bought, with the acquisition of Nuance, they are going to dominate AI applications in healthcare. Again, making it important for us as investors to make sure this is a part of our portfolio. Then you have Amazon and their e-commerce, and beyond that. With AWS, they offer the power to businesses to get the compute power that they need to take their business into the AI era. Amazon focuses on logistics and supply chain, which and the optimization powered by AI, and this will cement their place in the future as far as AI. And then you have a company by the name of Tesla. Tesla has transformed AI into autonomous driving with little or no competition. They hold the data. Oh yes, Google has Waymo, but that only works in mapped territories. If you want an autonomous system that you can drive from this point to that point in any city in the United States, you only have one choice, and that will be Tesla. Tesla has separated itself from the entire automobile industry and the entire secondary market, whether it be Uber or Lyft, in that if any of them want to get into the autonomous driving space, they're going to have to go through Tesla. So those are the 5 companies that I see that have the long ball is coming for them. They have separated. They're reaching out and catching it, and they're going to dominate the future. That's where I feel you have to invest. This is the same situation that happened in the digital revolution. And if you had invested in Apple, Google, Amazon, and Microsoft in a Roth IRA starting in 2004, today you'd have over $4 million worth of tax-free income. The beautiful thing is it is being offered to you again. And it's in Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and Nvidia. Those 5 stocks basically are separating themselves from the pack. And they are the 5 stocks that you must own and you must be a part of it. Google in their research and dominance in data-driven AI applications. Microsoft as an AI leader in enterprise solution thanks to its Azure platform and extensive software ecosystem. Nvidia for hardware maintaining its place in the foundation of AI infrastructure. Amazon for its influence on e-commerce and AI cloud-based AI tools. Tesla, automotive AI, particularly in autonomous driving, becomes mainstream. That's research. That's recognition of separation. Again, recognize it, put it in your portfolio, and then enhance it with those companies that are going to assist these companies deliver what you and I are going to demand, and that is artificial intelligence and machine learning in the future, which will then take us to quantum computing. I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. I wrote an article about this. It's on our website. You can read it in detail. It's titled The Power of Separation in Technology. It's important that you understand this. Go to bestofusinvestors.com, go under the articles, and you'll find this authored by yours truly, Kerry Grinkmeyer, CFP, CHFC, and CLU. I'm here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to open the window so you can see your future as one of the 1%ers. That's who are the 1%ers? The wealthy people in this world. They recognize opportunity. They recognize growth opportunity, and then they buy into it. You don't have to be Nvidia, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Tesla. You don't have to be them. You can just be shareholders. Talk to you again soon.